Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Devotions. Pastor Steve here walking with you in God's Word. We're in Proverbs chapter 14. Proverbs chapter 14, which Proverbs 13 was wise living or wise walk part 1. We get wise living part 2. And so as a son and father, we get to see another connection being able to go forth into the discipline of walking. As I'll go through the three concepts of the Proverbs just about every time, so we just continue to grow in that way. So we have this knowledge of the Lord, knowledge of his character, knowledge, frankly, leading us to wisdom of the Lord. Then we have this discipline, that knowledge of the Lord, knowing who he is, puts us into the disciplined walk of faith, disciplined walk of wisdom. We grow, number 3, growing in that wisdom of the Lord. And so Proverbs chapter 14, wise living part 2. Let us read together. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears her down. He whose walk is upright fears the Lord, but he whose ways are devious despises him. A fool's talk brings a rod to his back, but the lips of the wise protect them. Where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox comes an abundant harvest. A truthful witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. Stay away from a foolish man, for you will not find knowledge on his lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and joy may end in grief. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good man rewarded for his. A simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thought to his steps. A wise man fears the Lord and shuns evil, but a fool is hot-headed and reckless. A quick-tempered man does foolish things, and a crafty man is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Evil men will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. He who despises his neighbor sins, but blessed is he who is kind to the needy. Do not those who plot evil go astray, but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. He who fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for his children it will be a refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snares of death. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects, a prince is ruined. A patient man has great understanding, but a quick-tempered man displays folly. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. He who oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous have a refuge. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant incurs his wrath. As you walk through these Proverbs, as they lead you in the fear of the Lord, in the wisdom, growing in wisdom of what the righteous walk is, you get to see just these short sayings of being able to say, who do you care for? What do you aim at in life? The wicked aim at being known. The unrighteous are bringing about affirmation for themselves, actually hoarding the blessings of God for themselves rather than looking towards who can I serve, looking towards the needy. And before we get too legalistic with that, it really is this kind of overarching theme of being able to really see God in his wisdom, in his understanding, in his love, came and was actually looking towards you, the needy, those who have nothing on their own. And he provides, and he loves, and he gives wisdom, and he meets your needs. So when you see that as an overarching theme, you get to have the understanding that the wise and the righteous are just walking in line in the image of God. They were visited, they were pursued, they were provided for by God, and so they can actually look to another and provide and pursue because he so loved us that we ought to love one another. So again, you see that contrast of righteous and wicked. You get to see that wise and that foolish. And it is foolish and it is opposite of God to just hoard in the things for yourself, to just make this life about you and who can see you and who is attached to you, rather than the righteous and the wise way of living is to connect with God. He connects with you, gives you his righteousness, gives you his holiness, and gives you his provision, and you live that out towards others. So again, if I could simplify it, Wise Living, Part 2, Chapter 14, is living as a servant to the Most High God that has given you everything, so that you can look around, look outside of yourself, and see how you can step towards others and serve them. He served us with his love and his mercy through Jesus Christ. We serve others through the love and the mercy of Jesus Christ, overflowing from what God has given us. That's a full life. That's a wise life. That's a walk with God. That changes people around us because God is working in and through us. To that we can say, thanks be to God. Have a blessed day.